Mr. Buffett, your 3 o'clock is here.
Yeah, come right in.
Mr. Buffett will see you now, right this way.
So I'm just looking over your lackluster resume over here. What are you wasting my time for, kid?
Mr. Buffett, if you give me just 30 seconds of your time, I'll change your opinion of me.
Macroeconomics is the study of the performance of the economy when you look on the broader scale, nationally and globally. Measure the standards of living, we look to calculate GDP to final goods and services produced within a country. Consumption spending is what households spend on goods and services. Firms make investments, government spends, while the rest of the world buys that exports. Firms pay income to households, which balances the flow diagram. Aggregate income equals aggregate expenditure, which equals GDP. Unemployment leads to loss reduction and human capital. The rate is the percentage of the labor force unemployed. At full employment, there is no cyclical unemployment. Real GDP at full employment is potential GDP. The CPI measures the prices paid by consumers for a fixed basket of goods. We use this to find the inflation rate, the percentage change in the price level. Economic growth is the annual change of real GDP calculated as a percentage. The rule of 70 states that any variable doubles in 70 divided by the growth rate. Real GDP per person in Canada has increased with the period of the fastest growth. With the 1960s, potential GDP grows with an increase in the supply of labor. It also grows when labor productivity improves. Classical growth theory predicts the subsistence level, while new growth holds that growth will be indefinite. Net investment is the gross investment minus depreciation. Saving is used to finance investment in the financial markets. An insolvent company has a negative net worth and will go out of business, and a liquid company lacks enough cash to repay. The loanable funds market shows that investment equals savings plus government budget surplus plus net import. The supply and the demand of loanable funds determines interest rates. The government budget surplus or deficit moves the curves, and one can either borrow or lend to reach global market equilibrium. Money is a means of payment, including currency and deposits. The Bank of Canada is the lender of last resort. Banks keep their reserves at the desired reserve ratio. Depository institutions create liquidity and pull risk, lower costs to borrow and lend. The quantity theory of money states that MV equals PY. And in the long run, the inflation rate equals the money growth rate. There's so much more to learn, like fluctuations and policy. I'll teach you. It's economics. It's macroeconomics. Econ, macroeconomics.